Hello and welcome everybody. You may have heard me in the background. Sorry today's stream is so late. Hello Revolta. Hello Zeke. Hello Brewerbomb and hi Karmic. We're playing some Paper Mario today. I hope everybody likes the new thumbnail. I went and did it just for Paper Mario. We're playing on the Switch Virtual Console, yeah, Switch Online N64. I understand there are HD hacks. I tend to go with the best looking visuals, but for this, I do not mind it. What do we name the file, folks? It's raining sideways here? Yeah, that was us just the other day. Jumbamba. The weather's been crazy. Alright. Steve. Got some great suggestions here. So just for that, we're gonna name it, Steve with, like, weird lead speak. And a music note. And the @ symbol. 6. Steve music at 6. I am very distracted today, so bear with me today, folks. I am slightly sick. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I've got a trip tomorrow. I'm trying to get better. I got a bowl of crackers to help dry out my mouth, and a glass of flavored water to help wet up my mouth. Oh boy. Alright. Let's start this. I've never played Paper Mario before. I should really have started with that. I have never played Paper Mario before. Not out of hatred or dislike. I just have never gotten around to this one. I have played Super Paper Mario most of the way through. Same with Thousand Year Door. I've made it at least to the end. Same with Sticker Star. I don't know why, but Paper Mario, I just get towards the end and I just stop playing. For Color Splash, I got all the way up to the end and then I stopped. And then I restarted my file. So yeah. So, I know the story here, I know what's going on, it's like a Kirby plot for this one. Oh, and I haven't beaten Origami King either. I'm like barely past the second dungeon. Trust me when I say, I may be like really like not half bad at Mario. When it comes to the RPGs, I just suck at beating them. I've beaten Dream Team. I've beaten, I beat the US version of Partners in Time. I'll explain why that's important when we do Partners in Time on the channel. But for those who are new here, hi, I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and here we stream video games, generally in a series fashion, where I go through the entirety of a series before I call it quits, giving you guys facts and lore and history, all capsizing in a larger video at the end of a month. Usually it takes me more than a month to get through a whole series, but generally if I stream it, it's usually because I plan on making a video for it. You got stuck on the train boss fight? That one's kind of tough. I made it up to the queen, and then I just couldn't get past it. Empathetic says this is... No, this is not Thousand Year Door. This has nothing to do with Thousand Year Door. This is Paper Mario on the N64. It is the one that came out before Thousand Year Door. This came out in 2000. Thousand Year Door came out in 2004, 2005, 2003? Somewhere around there. This is... Some would say it's a sequel to Mario RPG. I'm gonna get into why I don't feel that way. But we'll be doing Thousand Year Door's HD, or, yeah, it is 1080p, so it's HD, version on Switch. Or I suppose they didn't put HD on the package. Did they for Metroid? I don't know if they did for Metroid. Hello, Skylar. Also, obligatory SPM is peak. Super Paper Mario is peak. Yeah, Super Paper Mario is awesome. I love that game. That game is one that I actually... It's the only one I actually beat. I got most of the way through the game, and then I, beat it. And it took me a number of years. Scissors Mario win. I don't think the scissors are in this game. Uh-oh, Sylveon. Please refrain from innuendos like that. You're fine to leave the comment, but you guys are goobers. But I'm gonna have a lot to say and talk about in this game, just because there's a lot that happens. This is gonna be a multi-parter too, so strap in, folks. RPGs are long, and this year I planned on doing most of the Mario RPGs this year. But let's get into the plot, seeing as it's happening right in front of us. Bowser has stolen the Star Rod up far above the heavens. Has made a wish to make Princess Peach's castle fly into the air on a Bowser clown car of his own making. And then is planning on keeping Princess Peach hostage in the castle. And there's the obligatory Star Rod. And our goal is to restore Star Road. Make our way to the end. I should say Paper Mario takes place entirely within storybooks. They are all connected and do all, in fact, matter in terms of story, but you will never... You'll never really need to know one from the other. They're all pretty the individual. To those who cannot chat quite yet because you're waiting on the 10-minute or because you just don't feel like it, welcome. If you're enjoying the video, please drop a like and subscribe. This is one of my one style income at the current moment, even though it hasn't made me money yet. So. But yeah, Casey says he stole the Star Rod, ban him. Elray says they wish they had Bowser crashing through windows in all Mario games. Why is he into Peaches? Asked Sylveon. So that is, there's actually multiple reasons that Bowser likes Peach that I could get into. Some of which are stated in the books, like the manuals and stuff. Others have been stated by Nintendo employees. And some of them have just been shown in the games. Bowser has a on and off crush on Peach. Because he wants to roll over the Mushroom Kingdom. He thinks the kingdom is nice and pretty, but he doesn't want to seem like a weakling in front of all of his minions, so he's instead of making his own kingdom better, he actively makes his worse in an attempt to take over the kingdom. And he sees the taking over the kingdom as being a bit too harsh, so he wants to marry Peach. And he attempts that multiple times through kidnapping. He tries it again through a proposal and a forced wedding in Odyssey. And here he's trying it by just taking the castle out of the sky. In the movie, he tried it by kidnapping Peach and doing a forced wedding. That's going to come up a lot. And while Mario also likes Peach in that way, his reasons are less nefarious. He just really likes Peach. But they end up just being friends by the end of the day, especially when it comes to Odyssey. But we'll get to Odyssey when we play Odyssey for the channel. Alright, I'm gonna close Telegram now, because I have been keeping that open so I can bug some people. Usually I'd keep it up, but my throat is sore. Speaking of, Case tapes his forced wedding in the anime movie as well. Yep. Actually, it's less a movie, by the way, Casey. It's called what? It's called an OVA. It's not actually a movie. There's a massive difference between movies and OVAs. OVAs are generally disconnected stories. Sometimes they can be stitched together. Sometimes there can be an overarching plot. But the thing is that it was made for TV and for it was made for TV, and it was made for VHS in particular, essentially making it an original video animation, OVA. Meanwhile, a full animated movie would generally have one plot, one animation studio, and yeah. Generally, the difference is just scale and the amount of cash. I should be all better by tomorrow, by the way, folks. Sylvian says just like all of us. Your issue with women is that you like men. It's alright, I like men, but I don't have an issue with women. Bowser has issues with women. Alright. Alright, chat's going in some interesting directions today. Well, let's get back to the plot. We couldn't stop Bowser, we got flung out of the castle, and now we're here because a toad rescued us, and we're in a Goomba village. Because yes, there are Goomba villages. Speaking of Goombas, is a woman. You goofer. You goober. Speaking of, I might have Casey on in just a little bit if she's free. So we've finally gotten into gameplay. We can move around with the analog stick. I don't think we can move around with the D-pad. Nope. We can jump, and later on we can do a hammer swing. And if we hit the Z button, we can do this move. And not many other Paper Mario games have this move, so in fact, none of them have this move. Alright, we just gotta kind of talk to everybody, get used to the controls. There's not a whole lot going on in this town, but it is a starter town. If anybody has any questions about Paper Mario or the series, or, you know, anything like that, I am done to answer. I do know quite a bit about this series. I wouldn't call myself an expert quite yet. I still have some research to do, but I've got time. Although I could probably get into the fact that this isn't a sequel to Mario RPG. I think that is something that I know for a fact annoys people when I say that. And the main reason I'm going to say this is, one, this game did not start out with any involvement from Squaresoft. Opinion on Sticker Star soundtrack. Sticker Star soundtrack is fine. Sticker Star, the game, is okay until you... It's fairly good until you get about halfway through the game, and then the balance is all thrown out of whack because they did not balance that part of the game in the same way that they balanced it beforehand. So, the game started development with no involvement from Squaresoft. It was called Mario RPG 2 because the Nintendo team had also just got done working on Mario RPG. So, it was just an in-development title of Mario RPG 2, because it was the second RPG they were working on. And most importantly, Mario RPG is not referenced in this game. Yes, the Star Road appears. That's it. There are no references to Smithy, or Geno, or any of that. Meanwhile, in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Geno does make a small cameo as a small gachapon machine, which is only found in the Game Boy Advance version, due to licensing problems. I'm sure if they remade Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga today, they'd be able to do it, just because they did just remake Mario RPG. But I believe, personally, that Paper Mario is not a sequel to Mario RPG. The sequel to Mario RPG is Mario & Luigi. That is just my opinion. You do not have to agree. Either way, we got two fantastic series out of that thinking mindset. So don't knock it till you try it, I suppose. I really wish I wasn't sick right now, folks. I have so much I want to say, but I don't want to throw my voice out any more than it already is. How are audio levels, by the way? But that's just a theory. A gay theory. Alright, so we need a hammer. Audio's good. Am I eating soup? I actually don't think I have any soup in the house. I'll be doing my best to do as much as I can in this game. Today's stream is more or less, we're gonna stream for a couple of hours, do this, and... we should get a Mario and Luigi game on Switch. So Mario and Luigi is made by Intelligent Systems, and most of their dev team are still making games. It's just that Intelligent Systems doesn't exist anymore. They went bankrupt after... because they were a third party, but they were a third party that worked very close to Nintendo. In some cases, you consider them second party. But with that being said, they went bankrupt due to them not being able to switch gears onto the Switch fast enough. And I think that's the important thing. After Dream Team, Paper Mario, or Mario & Luigi Paper Jam did not sell well. And when I mean did not sell well, I mean did not sell well. They did a lot of heavy marketing on that, and it just didn't do like what they wanted. Dream Team also didn't sell like the way they wanted, because there just was no advertising behind that. And then they did Superstar Saga in 2017, and that was just before they were... Everybody said that should have been a Switch game. And it wasn't. It didn't end up being a Switch game, just due to the fact of what's going on. Yeah, also, welcome, Casey. Nice. Well, welcome. I should also say there is some hope about Mario and Luigi, because I love that series so much, and so does Nintendo. So believe it or not, they did put out a survey for Thousand Year Door, and in it they asked, would you want to see more Mario and Luigi, and do you want to see remakes of the Mario and Luigi games? Alright, I do not know how most of the things work in this game, because they're not... It's not the same as Thousand Year Door. So, I'd love some help with that. But yes, Casey Tape from twitch.tv/Casey Tape. Yeah. My friend and roommate, probably, no, one of my best friends, right alongside Artie. Shoutouts to Artie. But yeah, no. Having a time. Thank you. We did that early in the morning. That's fine, but do you think you could catch up on chat since you're here? Thank you. Some games are too far along. Okay, so this goes back to the point I was trying to make with the intelligent system stuff. believe it or not. Okay, I need to learn that bounce technique. Yeah, the timed hits sort of thing. I don't. If there is a tutorial, I will fucking take it. When? Okay, good. When? Wemmed. So going back to the intelligent systems, too far along to port something. So essentially, when a game development studio is on the verge of a console, at the end of one console generation and start of the next, generally, some games will be too far along in development to switch gears. And that is something that just happens, right? So game development is kind of like a one-way track with a bunch of winding and twisting turns. You gotta plan the game, you gotta make a dev document, you have to make sure your entire team is on point, you have to make the game, program it, create the assets, work with the marketing team to do marketing. You then have to make sure that like your game is good and consistent, and then on top of that, you gotta also make sure that it's, you know, actually fun. And then once you're good to go and you've gotten all your bug testing done and the game is out on the market, it may need more time. So when it's when the game is basically in that bug testing phase, it is too late to switch gears and make it all about something else. Right? So essentially, you put so much time and effort and money in, it's too late to switch gears. You cannot turn back. Superstar Saga, too far to turn back. The Switch was out, was having its like heyday, like it had its first month within the beta testing period. No biggie. Bowser's Inside Story, on the other hand, if it didn't sell well, then no, they wouldn't be able to. They would, like, they literally were on the verge of bankruptcy already. It needed to sell well in order for them to start Switch development. Just because that's how badly Paper Jam performed. Which is a shame, because Paper Jam's not too bad of a game. And Superstar Saga, while fun, didn't do the trick for some people. So Bowser's Inside Story, well, I think that remake is fantastic. It was too late to be brought to Switch due to financial reasons. Superstar Saga, it was too far along. So Luigi's Mansion could have been a Switch port. You're right. But by the time it was, what, 2018 when it came out? By the time 2017 rolled around, the game was probably in bug testing. It was probably so far along that they could not switch gears. And knowing Grezzo, which is the studio that remakes most of Nintendo's games. It's Oh, what's up? Yee, go for it. Oh no, it's fine. It's just a point I'm making. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Anybody who's ever played Psychonauts, you know what I'm... Welcome, Mountain Man. Slightly sick, preparing for my trip tomorrow. I'm so excited for the trip tomorrow. I realize now what he's talking about. I just realized what he's talking about, Casey. Nobody could hear you. Because Discord does not read. Discord does not like to read it. Go ahead and talk now so we can do some audio balancing.
Beep. I'm a little sheep, and I'm gonna bite you.
Goofy voices.
I'm gonna bite you!
Oh my gosh. Shit.
Hello, everybody.
Alright, there we go. Talking into the void. Gavin's hearing voices again every day.
I mean, then again,
I already do, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, Gavin, you started taking your medicine.
Yeah, I did. It
It's
took
been
Dayquil.
4 years since the accident, so you know, none of this is real. You need to wake up, brother. The darkness is coming. You need to run. All right, but hello, everybody. Everyone in chat is now freaking out.
Of course they are.
The little green person voice is the best voice.
So they did not teach me about the timing, but we did have we now have our first partner of the game.
They should. It should be coming up with Gumbario.
Oh, he teaches me. Okay. So this is my favorite little gag. They put a Goomba on a pegboard, and if you interact with the pegboard, the Goomba flies off and attacks you.
Am I desynced again?
You shouldn't be.
Dun.
No, I took a moment to pause. It's hard for me to breathe at the moment.
No, I'm talking about on my stream, just to make sure I wasn't desynced at all.
I am very desynced.
It's alright.
So, under normal circumstances, I would do a tattle. We're gonna attempt to tattle every enemy, by the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tattle on you. Gavin ate the last pretzel.
I did not eat the last pretzel. Truman ate the last pretzel, actually.
What?
Yep. So this is a
Kinda
Goomba.
hungry, not gonna lie.
Goombas are what you'd call small fries. Actually, they're pretty much the smallest fries. Hey wait, I'm one of them. Max HP is 2, attack power is 1, defense power is 0. You can jump on them or whack them with a hammer.
By the way, did you not hit the Oh wait, that's right. Save blocks don't restore health in this one.
Nope. So now it'll show me the HP of the enemy, and that is something I find super important. And Thousand Year Doors Remake changes this. And I really want to make this clear. Thousand Year Doors Remake changes the way tattling works. And I cannot wait to see how it affects gameplay. Because now the tattle system is outside of the commands, meaning that all party members get to attack, even on a turn where you tattle. Which, fascinating. I'm curious to see how it changes balancing. Or if it changes balancing. You never know. Sometimes it doesn't. Paper Mario never existed, it's all in your mind. Oh boy.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
It's all in something.
Why did I hear that as Gavin ate the last pretzel? Because I did say Gavin ate the last pretzel, but... Oh, you heard Gavin and ate as one conjoined word. Oh. Interesting. Oh my god, good old Elray in chat goes, when I say boom, 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 you say bam, bam, bam. No, Paper Mario existed. Come on, let's jam.
Come on, it's Paper Jam. But yeah, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam is where when you find out that it's in a book. Like, this doesn't actually have its own thing going on. I'll be trying to battle as many enemies as I can too, because EXP is pretty important. But we do not want to get max level, which is pretty hard to do anyways, because it'll crash the game.
Wait, what crashes the game?
Getting max level.
Oh.
When you get when you get up to 100, level 100, if you level up again, which can happen after level 100, the game crashes.
The game crashes, gotcha. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. I do not know the timing for this. I am trying my best.
I'll try to figure it out for you. Gavinate, verb. Meaning to turn something into Gavin?
No. Please no. Got some new people in the in the Discord. So, for those who don't know, I have a Discord link in the description, and if you were in the old Discord and haven't been getting notifications, that's because we have a new Discord. Go use it. Okay, so it's not that.
Her name's condensed.
Oh, on Discord, it's because you're in streamer mode.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
I don't like it either. I hate the fact that names are condensed.
Well, it's a good thing.
Why is it a good thing?
Because some people don't use window captures and they instead use display captures.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Although I'm not capturing that window, so...
Exactly. So some people just, you know, they might accidentally pull up their Discord. That's why I close it all down once I'm done sending out links.
I mean, I keep Discord up. I close Telegram most of the time just because I need to see. I still get notifications on my phone and stuff, so if people are watching and you know, don't feel comfortable in chat, you can still drop a message in to my, like, DMs and Telegram. It's just gonna take longer for me to read it. And usually I don't get around to it for a little while. So we're gonna go actually back out of here because... And this is a little trick I'm gonna teach you guys. Bosses give out a ton of EXP, right? Right, Case?
Yeah.
So if you're getting kinda close to a level up, it can be good to go back and make sure you didn't miss anything, and fight some more enemies along the way. And I know for a fact we missed a towel.
Oh?
Yeah, the spiked Goomba. Who put vodka on my Goomba?
I did.
I said I wanted my Goomba not spiked. I think that was probably enough to make this video not labeled for kids. that joke alone. For those who don't know, spiking a drink is when you add alcohol to it. Sometimes it can be other things, but
We don't talk about that.
we're not gonna get into that because that's a logistics nightmare. But I will.
Soda Popinski.
Exactly. do this. I'm seriously just trying. I feel like I'm just barely missing the window. For more clarification, I am playing with Joy-Cons. I will be picking up the N64 controller for Switch
Eventually.
after this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Once we make it to the con, because for those who are living in Michigan and are going to Motor City FurCon, I will be at Motor City FurCon this weekend, starting tomorrow afternoon from about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, all the way up till like, I don't know, 3 in the afternoon for Sunday.
Big question mark.
It'll be around 3 when I leave on Sunday. For those who don't know why I'm leaving around 3, it's because I have to get groceries. That's it. No other reason. So Casey, what do you have to say about Paper Mario?
It's really good. I like it. I haven't beaten it, and I've only played as far as you're in the intro, and on my first playthrough, that's how far I got. I'm just playing through it, enjoying it, as much as I did when RPG's remake came out.
I guess I should have also explained. I had a choice today. I made myself pick between 2 games. I was either gonna play Super Mario RPG Remake or this. I chose this.
And what a fabulous choice it is.
Do you ever look up what the timing was?
Huh? Oh, I was gonna figure it out via battle.
That's what I'm doing, but I think it's taking forever.
Alright, I'll check for you.
Oh, we got a mushroom. I should say that using items in this game is definitely useful. I'm sure it made some people go, wait, what is he doing? He's using an item. Because you have limited inventory space in Paper Mario, so do not be scared to use your items. I'd at least like to know the guard timing, because I know it's tight, but...
So from what I'm seeing, there is timed attacks. It's when you get the Lucky Star pendant.
Oh, I have to wait?
Yep.
That is annoying, but I'll wait.
And forever you shall wait. Good old El Rey goes, Casey takes out her sword. I was going to figure out through battle. As I struggle with my English.
I was gonna learn the meaning of love through freaking combat.
Love ya. Stab, stab, stab.
But we're gonna be streaming for about 2 to 3 hours. Oh, so spiked enemies, pay attention to what you're doing, because if you're not, you'll do what I just did. If you jump on a spiked enemy, they will deal damage to you. Some of them may have fire on their head. There's all sorts of reasons you may not be able to jump on an enemy. Sadly, you're not allowed to keep Goombario up front in this game, like you can in with your partners in Thousand Year Door. And we just got our first level up.
Congrats!
So,
And that was a tight battle too. 1 HP left.
So in Paper Mario, once you level up, you get to pick between heart points, flower points, or badge points. We'll get into what these do later down the line. I'd like to just take a moment and point out the fact that the icon used for badge points is not Paper Mario. It's just normal Mario. You can see the iris if you're looking carefully. But for this first one, we're going to go with more HP. We'll be making our way around. Badge points are going to be super important later on. But with that, we are now ready to go to the first boss.
You got this, and good luck.
This is the red and blue Goomba. I guess you can consider them a mini-boss of sorts. Most people don't play the game like the way I'm playing it, by the way. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm weird with the way that I play. So now we got the HP for the blue. They're gonna kind of sort of show up throughout the game. There are gonna be badges that will allow us to do power swings and other crazy moves, but for now, this is what we got.
Hey Gav, you know how some cars on their dash tell you what the temperature is outside?
Yeah.
So my friend just sent me a picture. His dash is telling him it's -6 degrees Fahrenheit outside.
That is below freezing, and that is frightening because it has been raining.
Do you know what temperature it is outside right now?
Cold. I don't.
It's 46 degrees.
Ew.
You want to talk about the storm yesterday and how crazy it got?
How about you tell the audience? I need to have a request from one of the mods, Karmic in particular. If he could come down real quick and get me some more water.
Sounds good. Well,
If he's still watching, that is.
I'm gonna go beat up a goob.
Maybe. Go ahead and tell him about the storm.
alright. Well, yesterday we were expected for huge storms, and it got really dark before the storms hit. All of a sudden, light started poking through the window, and it was just yellow outside.
It did not pick up on camera very well either, but it was the living room was yellow.
It was bright. And there was a little river going down the street. Like, it got
I
really
wouldn't
bad.
say that was that little in terms of like road flooding, but definitely.
I mean, it's all up to interpretation.
Yeah. Good one. Good one, Revolta.
Turn on the piss filter.
And right afterwards, we have another boss. Sorta. Kinda, a little bit.
In a really goofy sound effect after you beat it.
Hey, Casey, would you mind going and seeing what Truman's doing?
He's probably asleep. I'll go do it right now. Chat, I'll be right back. You be nice to the kibby.
The Kibbity.
I heard that.
else enjoyed their April Fool's Day? Alright. So just so we can get the extra EXP, we're gonna go after these two first. This is King Goomba. This is King Goomba. This is, I believe, one of his first appearances. Use a mushroom. And this should be the final tattle for the battle. We're gonna go in the Goomnut tree. Goomnuts have appeared in the series after this point, specifically in New Super Mario Brothers. If you remember the little balls of things that open up and release a Goomba. That is a Goomnut. Our strategy here is simple. Drop the Goomnut. Then head bonk the King Goomba. If you could add some energy to it, that would be fantastic. Yeah. Were you asleep? Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thank you for doing that, Case.
I am going to
Thank you, dear.
eat bread, and no one can stop me.
You're gonna eat bread?
Yes.
That's pretty violent for my stream. I don't know if my chat can handle it. Fade Coat said, "You monster."
That's not very nice.
No, it's not.
You don't call women monsters. How dare you?
Alright. Final hit. And I'm 1 inch away from death still. This game can get scary if you're not prepared. It's one of the harder Paper Mario games. I think Thousand Year Door gets a little bit tougher with its intro, but it eases up after that. Meanwhile, this game is just rough right out the gate. If you talk to the Goomba, it will... if you go up to the door, they'll be like, they'll never... Where'd you hide the self-destruction switch?
The self-destruction
I
switch?
think it's outside. Oh no.
Maybe we should press it.
It's inside your door.
Down it goes.
It's gone.
Boing.
Stop playing like a house of cards. Oh.
Alright, dear. Thank you for doing that. I hope you enjoy the rest of this. Just get,
Elray.
just try to get luck.
You bean. Elray, you're a bean. I hope you know that.
What's up?
They said Casey's getting bread, and then right afterwards they said, "Thank goodness I added an A to that word."
Oh yes, absolutely. Now the only question is wheat or rye or sourdough or artesian. What kind of bread do you have?
Bread.
Garlic bread, says Zeke.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good right now.
We were supposed to have fish for dinner, but
Finch!
so those Koopas there. I want to make a point. They are not a reference to the Ninja Turtles. I know everybody likes to be like, oh look, the Ninja Turtles! It's not a reference to the Ninja Turtles. It's a reference to Sentai. It's why
I was gonna say, it's isn't it a Sentai reference?
They have a giant mecha later on. They act like they have a cool transformation. They do poses. And most of all, their colors give it away. But some of the way the English script is written may make some people think that it is in fact a Turtles reference, which it is not. In fact, I'm not even sure if they got the early Ninja Turtles in Japan. I know they eventually did. I have no idea when. I know they got the comics, at the very least, but I don't know about the show. We've made it to Toad Town! This is Toad Town's second appearance across the Mario series. Its first, I believe, was in Mario RPG.
Good old El Rey asks, remember when the Ninja Turtles did a crossover with the Power Rangers?
Which time? Which time are we talking about? Are we talking about the time they went to the Power Rangers in space with the live-action turtle? Or are we talking about TMNT Cross the Power Rangers, which happened twice in the comics? This place is a tutorial house. You can learn some tips. Learn some story recap here, mostly.
Good old El Rey goes, there's more than one?
There is more than one. We'll get a partner later on that'll allow us to go across the wood. By the way, this wood texture looks really high detailed for the N64.
Believe it or not, some Nintendo 64 textures can be extremely high res. It's just that it takes up a lot of space to do so.
And that is a very odd texture to do it with. So over here is one of the shops. I don't believe it's open up. This is going to be important later on. And there's those Koopa's transformation. Do we need to go in there? Nope, no go. Sorry, but no. So we got the nope, 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 and nope, nope, nope over there. And here in this house, we can take a nap. We're just gonna steal his bed. As you were saying, Case, before I so rudely interrupted you.
Rivaldo said, by the way, the bread comment reminds me of these vids in YouTube that are like simple and delicious. Just throw some flour into some boiling water and forget about shopping.
I mean, I made bread without yeast.
Pretty good bread.
Wasn't bad. A little bit.
And then you made the pizza bread.
Yeah, I suppose you could tell him about the pizza bread if you want.
This guy made a mapazzone in a pan. I don't know how he did it, but he did. And it actually turned out really good. And then he made pizza crust. And I gotta say, that was probably the best pizza crust I've had in a while.
If I had some more Alfredo sauce, I personally would make a fish-style pizza.
A fish-styled pizza?
hmm
Interesting.
It's not that hard to do. I'd have to bake the crust first and do the fish separately, then top the fish on afterwards. There's some interesting I have some interesting things I do sometimes. Not anchovies, I do tilapia. Tilapia, Alfredo, just so it's a lighter pizza. I do a yeast crust. I'd add fresh spinach, maybe onion and garlic. Yeah.
I have some news for you. You're coming up on the Lucky Star pendant.
Good. I need it.
It's not as far as I thought it was. So you're good.
It's empty. So, everybody's raving and ranting about the Thousand Year Door remake and how hype it looks. I'm just curious, why didn't they get a remake of this? Yeah, I know it's already playable on Switch, but... Attack FX changes the sound effects in Mario's attacks. Payoff: the more damage Mario takes, the more coins he receives.
Speaking of effects changes, I have a bit of trivia for you, and I don't know if you know this, but in Super Mario Wonder there is a special badge called Sound Off.
Yep, I know about it.
You know.
I know about it. I didn't get a chance to show it off for chat because I deleted my 100% file just so I could do a fresh playthrough. And then
You goober.
Yeah, and then I didn't get I couldn't beat the final level within the time limit that I gave myself. But I mean, like, we did the rest of the game. We just couldn't do the last little bit. I'm gonna do it eventually.
Do you want me to tell you right now what's really cool about that badge? I mean, I think you might already know what it is.
I do at least, but go ahead and tell the chat.
Koji Kondo is the voice used for that, which is pretty impressive. He did all the sound effects are replaced with voice clips done by Koji Kondo himself, and I found that to be pretty interesting. I woke up one morning and saw that on Google News, and I lost my mind.
There's some pretty neat stuff that Nintendo does in their games, especially with sound design and visual design. And I love analyzing it just for that fact alone. So this is the Shooting Star Summit, and now we can see the Star Spirits. And now I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Did anybody play Mario Party 5?
I see why you're mentioning 5.
On GameCube? The Star Spirits make an appearance there. Mario Party is connected to the main Mario series, not the Paper Mario series. And while Paper Mario came out in 2000, everybody was looking at the GameCube, especially Nintendo, including places like Nintendo Power, the Mario Club, all sorts of places, essentially everywhere. On the box art, I believe it was either the box art, like on the box, or in the Nintendo Power strategy guide for the game, one or the other, they list that the Star Spirits are. This is the first time the Star Spirits have appeared in Mario Party 5. That's incorrect. They're the exact same Star Spirits here. But I believe the reason they're saying it like that is because Paper Mario is its own thing done by a different dev team. So they didn't really know what was going on with this game. Most people didn't pay attention to Paper Mario until Thousand Year Door came out. So there's your bit of trivia. Nintendo made a goof and forgot they already put the Star Spirits in a game. How is the chat doing? How are you guys holding up? You guys enjoying today's stream? I hope so, at least. I'm really trying with me being sick and everything.
You got this. You're doing a good job, believe it or not. I was actually surprised to see you stream today.
I promised everybody that I was going to stream today. Usually the time that I stream is 2 o'clock. 2 to 3 o'clock, that's when I start, and then I go for about 2 hours. Today, I woke up really late. I pulled an all-nighter working on thumbnails and artwork and preparing for MCFC. And, yeah.
I love how every time we come across action commands in the RPG games, every time they give me the tutorial and I'm trying to time it, they're like, stop, now hit the A button. And the game's like paused for the split second.
Some of the RPGs, it pauses until you hit A.
Well, that's what I mean. It stops me in the middle of me timing it.
I have words about this.
It throws me off.
I have
My name is Twink.
I have words about this. This requires a bit of backstory. I'm gonna call this guy Twinkle. I am not going to use the word on screen.
Obliterate? Oh no! Alright, no!
And the reason I am not going to call him Twink, because...
You just did. Oh no, he's getting banned.
No. You could use the word. I don't mind when referring to the character. I had that word used against me as an insult when I was younger. And I had to ask what it meant. To which the response I got was, the only thing you're good for I'm not gonna finish the sentence, because that
That's
could...
awful.
Yeah, the only thing you're good for is something in the middle. And I'll let your imagination do the rest. So, I will be calling this character Twinkle from here on out.
Honestly, what it should have been called.
Yep. I understand they were trying to be cute and clever, but being a part of the LGBTQ community and the furry fandom, you get to learn a lot of new words, and that is one of those words where I didn't know what it meant, and having it used on me for the first time made me feel like crap. So, I just want to point that out there, that we will not be calling this character by its name, by its nickname, but its full name of Twinkle. Funnily enough, the guy who used it and said it to me actually got banned from MCFC.
Oh my god. Uh,
which is the convention we're going to.
no, I was gonna talk about something else. With what I just had to be put through because I didn't realize I could just end this at any time and just was stuck in a loop that I made for myself.
Interesting. Can you catch up on chat real quick?
Sure thing.
Okay, so there was nothing behind here. It looked like there was like a star or something behind there.
Did you get the star piece to the left?
Yes, I did.
Okay, there's nothing else for you here.
By the way, we will be playing Thousand Year Door the exact same way. I have access to the strategy guide for that. We'll be getting all star pieces and everything.
Zeke says they're holding up well and having a good time.
Good.
Revolta says, believe it or not, they're actually having quite a lot of fun.
Good.
Good old El Rey goes, round of applause for Gavin the gang. And Brewer Bomb says, this is a pretty stage for the Nintendo 64. It's probably the best Nintendo 64 game that has held up visually.
Yeah, there's actually a hack for this that replaces all of the assets with HD textures that were custom made, and it replaces Mario with either an updated version of this model or an alternate version from Color Splash, which I think looked really nice. It's also a hassle to get working, so I'm not doing it. There are some people that are working on a PC port of this game. Alright, now the hammer works the way I want it to. Ah, yes. That is much better. I know, earlier today I fell asleep on the chair, and then I went upstairs, and then I woke up at 3, and then I went upstairs and I fell asleep again, because I was just like, I needed the rest, so that is why today's stream is at 6 and not 3. So, sharing the stream around would be great, since it's not my normal time. I know that fewer people are going to watch. Luckily, it's YouTube, so this stays up forever, so if you're enjoying the stream and want to help me out, please do so. I should also say, I've got a short plan for tomorrow and a stream plan for Friday. The stream is going to be very different than my normal gaming stuff, so I do want people to show up and vibe with me for a little while. It'll be probably a later one like this one is. But it should be a fun time for all. A Fursuit Friday stream. Question, is this the loop you were talking about?
Yeah.
Thanks. At least they give you plenty of opportunity to practice.
Yeah. And you get more opportunity to practice. Just don't spam A.
Oh boy. We're gonna tattle here. This is a Magic Koopa. Magic Koopas use magical rods. Max HP is 8, attack power 3, defense is 0. Magic Koopas first appeared in Mario World, but they can be a hassle. Peralta says, what do I have planned? So what we're gonna do is I'm going to be suiting up on Friday. That should give me plenty of time to get out the rest of this out of my system. And I'm going to be streaming from my phone for just a while, and just walking around the convention, talking to chat, seeing what trouble I can get into. I actually have to stop at a Dollar General or something on the way to get a selfie stick so I can actually perform this action. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun time. I honestly don't know how well it's gonna go, but I figure Sammy's done, like, IRL streams before, and I've been on there with him, and I've done, like, one-ish sort of thing, so I figured, why not? Tour the con, have some fun, hope that I run into some people I know, because yeah. Alright, I believe these guys are still gonna tell me not to go. But now we gotta ask Merlin for help. Merlin is out. Where is Merlin? I didn't get to read what they said, so...
Karmic goes, Merlin is out on the town.
Apparently.
I do know where he is actually, if you do want the help with it, but I don't want to just, you know,
Yeah,
be
please,
like, hey,
please
go
tell
here.
me. I want to keep the pace
You have to
up.
knock on the door again.
Oh. These guys are... Wait, are they still not open? Yeah, they're still not open. I like the diegetic audio here. Merlin shows up later in Super Paper Mario, but I don't think it's the same Merlin.
It is.
It is?
Yes. Yes,
Good.
it is.
Good to know. I actually prefer that model for him.
I do as well. That's, believe it or not, my entry to the Paper Mario series was through Super Paper Mario.
Same here. Super Paper Mario is my favorite out of the entire series. It's got an interesting mix of RPG and platforming, and it's not turn-based, so it was a nice entryway into turn-based combat, because, you know, it got me a good feel for what those mechanics are supposed to be. There's just some interesting stuff that happens.
Wait. How'd you get that to happen?
Get what to happen?
How'd you get him to go outside?
I went around and talked to him instead of talking to him from the altar.
Oh. I just spent 5 coins. I just wasted 5 coins because I thought that was gonna help me.
Ah, silly Casey. Alright, so we just finished the prologue. So in an hour and a half we did the prologue. Now we're starting chapter 1. We're gonna get probably about halfway through with chapter 1 before we stop. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and jump on the Goomba here. I'm gonna mess up my timing. And now we get to see a Koopa Troopa. If you've got good timing, you can basically ignore damage.
I gotta say, this environment is definitely giving me Super Paper vibes.
Uh-huh. There's a lot that goes into Paper Mario's aesthetics. I don't think any of the Paper Mario games look bad. And you can fight me. Color Splash looks amazing.
Who said
Origami.
Color Splash looks bad?
I've heard it from some Paper Mario fans that they hate the way the art style and art direction changed from Sticker Star into Color Splash.
I've heard people say they hate Super Paper Mario because it's not an RPG.
It is an RPG. It's an action RPG. But this is also slightly considered an action RPG. This is more turn-based. Listen, I struggle to say that Paper Mario is strictly an RPG nowadays. And that more so has to do with the fact that I've been playing this series, and my introduction was Super Paper Mario, so I'm open to different interpretations to how this game should be. You know, I then got Thousand Year Door. I never got Paper Mario outside of the Switch Online service. I had tried it on the Virtual Console, but I didn't, like, buy it. I played it at a friend's house. And, I don't know, it just wasn't for me. We just got another badge. So, right up front, we've only got 3 badge points, so we've got 2 that we can use. Close call when Mario's in danger, enemies sometimes fail attacks. Dizzy attack delivers a blow that makes enemies dizzy and unable to move. I'm gonna use the hammer throw, because it's an old. Actually, let's use Dizzy. We'll use the Dizzy badge for now. We'll be swapping badges throughout the game. I don't think I can get all of them, but I'm gonna get quite a bit.
You got this.
Now we're getting some fun items.
Good old El Rey says, I'm jealous of Merlin's facial hair.
I shaved my facial hair off. Honestly, I'm not sure if I should have it removed or not. Like, Truman likes it. But I've also had some people, make fun of me for it. So, I don't know. I don't know. I also don't really like how I look with facial hair. If you ever look at Jack Black's facial hair and the way it came in, it was really patchy at first. That's kind of how mine is. It's patchy.
Maybe you're destined for a great beard like his.
Maybe. I mean, I could. I absolutely could. I know I got a good stash. I could definitely pull off, like, a Mario stash if I really tried. So for this first little bit, Goombario is going to be very useless when it comes to spiked enemies. Luckily, we'll get other partners as the game progresses, so should be easy peasy, no problem. Hello, Foxino! Welcome!
Alright, well, chat, Gav, I'm probably gonna head off for a bit because I think I'm really tired. Like,
Alright.
I'm barely holding on.
Make
like,
sure
as much as I want to. You know.
That's fine, just make sure you have everything packed and downstairs before you take a nap, okay?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, well, Case, thank you for joining me.
No problem.
I'll see you probably in a bit, but...
Alright.
For chat, say goodbye to Casey. She's going into the ether, as she does sometimes.
Bye, chat.
I'm gonna eat all of your.
She did that on purpose. Oh, what a goober. But yeah, I said I had a choice between Paper Mario and Mario RPG. The reason we went with Paper Mario was because I wanted to be able to show off Thousand Year Door on purpose. We were barbecuing with family. Well, that's nice. I still have to make dinner. With all of us being so, with me and Karmic being a bit sick, though, it does make it a little tricky. We're just gonna explore, destroy some blocks, wreck some mischief, cause a glitch, you know. Or 5. Probably about 5. You know, I adore... Here's the secret. That might not... That's probably something not many of you guys realized or noticed. Yeah, we got about 30 minutes or so before I gotta stop. I am really trying to stay focused on my commentary and stuff, folks. So I'm sorry if it's a bit lackluster today. I'm doing great. I'm doing okay. We are now on our second level up. And for this, we're going to do badge points. So as far as badges are concerned, we now have 6 points. So we can now have the hammer throw and the close call. Maxing out everything. Yeah, Fox is barbecuing. He's got that barbecuing going. I like barbecuing. Mario's not going to be able to do a whole lot in this battle. I'm not even totally sure I should be over this way yet. I should reiterate, I have not played this game before, like, seriously sat down and tried to complete it. And that boils down to I didn't have it growing up. The cartridge for this game is rather expensive. Some of you may be asking, why am I not running it on the Poly Mega? Because I don't have it. It's expensive. Why didn't you get a repro card? Because it's expensive. I pay for Switch Online. I'm gonna get my use out of it every now and again. With the FXB badge, changes sound effects when Mario is attacking. It requires 0 points, so we're gonna go ahead and equip it. Oh, I got slide whistles. And it seems like the fuzzies are attacking and they're stealing the shells. I'm gonna take a nap because Mario is lazy and decided not to stick around with things. I don't know, I'm just goofing. Got a dried shroom. Honestly, it's kind of funny with the slide whistle sound effects. It's like we're in a cartoon. Here's where we can spend some coins. We're gonna save our coins for now. The game, generally in Paper Mario, they do tend to throw around quite a number of power-ups as long as you're being diligent on checking bushes and things. This would be much easier with, maybe not that much easier. I always forget about this move, the spin. It's a block puzzle. There is not a lot going on here other than the Fuzzies going on a rampage. And now we get our first Fuzzy battle. Fuzzies are different. I'm gonna show you what I mean. HP is 3, attack power is 1, defense is 0. The problem with Fuzzies is their quickness. It's really tough to time your attacks. If they latch on to you, watch out, they'll absorb your HP. So they like to, do that. Which makes timing the attack on, the guard on that just a little bit trickier. I think Fuzzies are a lot more terrifying in Thousand Year Door, personally. But that may just be a me thing. I think these guys are creepy. In that game, though, they're portrayed more as like a mold spot than anything else, which is, I don't know, that to me that's scary. Or freaky. It's at least freaky. Apparently that was just the warm-up. We just gotta find the shells here. It must have been some serious luck. Alright. Alright. Just like that, we stopped some of the Fuzzies. And we got a shell. Give Hoops, I believe. Cooper. Yeah, Cooper. So this is Cooper. This is our first overworld ability. Pressing down C will make him throw himself and reach an item. Now on the Switch controller, you don't have the C stick, or C buttons. You can use the right analog stick, or you can use the X button. And they ambush us as we're trying to leave. We're gonna use a POW. That'll weaken him up. Now usually I'd be able to use the Power Shell ability and hit all of them, which which is what I think they wanted to show me. But instead, I kind of wasted my flower power. Luckily, honey syrup is just the ticket, and we did manage to get a couple on our way, so. Power Shell is going to be super useful, or at least it's very useful in 1,000 Year Door, so I assume it's going to be pretty useful here. Especially for damaging multiple groups of enemies. I find that most of the time in Paper Mario games, things are pretty self-explanatory. There's very few spots where you may get stuck. But when you get stuck, you get really stuck. And I'm expecting this to be no different here. Alright, the fuzzies are gone. Got a little bit of a puzzle here. That'll be a quick warp later on, back to this village. There's gonna be quick warps all over the game. Sometimes when I examine, there's flowers. Well, flowers or not, we're gonna head back this direction. And we're gonna pick up some of the items that we missed along the way. I think that our next save block is gonna be the stopping point for part 1 here. I do hope everybody's been enjoying this stream though. I know it's not as high energy. Shell Toss is great because it can damage spiked enemies, but can't damage. But Cooper can't damage flying enemies, which, well, it's a shame. Not that big of a deal. We're not going to encounter that many flying enemies this early on in the game, and Mario's jump is pretty powerful, so we'll be alright. Honestly, with the way the game is, this is an RPG where the numbers are less important than your timing. Now, you still want to level up, you still want to get more powerful and stuff, but more so, you want to just kind of do as you do. Oh. I wish my mouth wasn't so dry. I think I'm gonna take the medicine with me when I head to the con. Luckily, we're going up a day early, so we made sure to clean the house up and everything else. So, with us seeing a new enemy, we want to change party member. Now, that takes up a turtle. I don't lucky. So Gumbario is going to be our great guy in terms of paddling on enemies. When I was younger, I didn't understand what it meant by tattle. Because for some reason I kept reading it as tackle. And I was like, why aren't they tackling the enemy? And the reason is that it's tattle, like tattletale. You're telling all the secrets about the enemy. Now there is something known as, I believe the Pit of 100 Trials is in this game, or there's something close to it. I don't know if we're going to be doing that. We might. Just kind of depends. Partners can't use items here, unlike in other Paper Mario games. Alright, I would have lost there. Use up our dried shroom, get back at least 1 HP. And that's that. Now to show you why I was saving so deliberately. That is why you do not get an option to continue, you do not get an option to try again. You have to start back here. Luckily, we're not too far behind where we were. Luckily, I don't mind doing a little bit extra. So we're gonna do a save here, but I am done. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I need to get something to eat and finish up my packing routine for the day. So, thank you guys so much for enjoying the stream. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe, share this stream with a friend. Be prepared for my uploads over the next couple days. You can follow me on Twitter or on Blue Sky at @GavinDragonYT. And you can donate to the PayPal link on your screen or in the description below. I've got all sorts of videos planned and tons of uploads on the channel already, so feel free to check those out. We've got a Discord down below, as well as a Telegram art dump, which you can join. But that's it for me. I've been your humble host, everybody. Good night, everyone.